Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Satoshi Sean, and you are at the Cryptopolitan, your one-stop shop for all cryptocurrency and blockchain news. We'll go over what's going on today, April 30th, in crypto and blockchain. First, I want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Thanks for the views. Our channel's growing pretty quick. Really, really appreciate it. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. We get you out daily news every day, at least once a day. Don't forget to hit that bell for notification. Remember to crush the likes. It really helps us out. With that said, let's get into it and head over to the Cryptopolitan, where everything is laid out easy for you to look up different kinds of news that you're interested in, whether it's regulatory or altcoin, Bitcoin, or even events and scams to keep you abreast and up on all that stuff. First off, go over an arrest was made in Brazil. The Brazilian police catch an illegal Bitcoin mining farm by chance. Now, mining is not necessarily illegal in Brazil. They were there looking for drugs, and they found these mining rigs. The report states that the drug trafficking department in Porto Alegre accidentally stumbled upon a residence where digital currency was being mined while searching for a drug smuggler. This guy was probably a drug smuggler or friends with him, but the police successfully identified this self-claimed resident, a man claiming to have rented the whole building. He said that the Bitcoin miner's business was his own personal investment. They did seize all of his miners and all the equipment. The reason that they seized it and what they said was illegal was that he was stealing electricity to run the equipment, but he had a giant police record. One of them was the disappearance or murder of a soldier. So, but still, when it comes to the letter of the law, the only thing he was really doing was stealing electricity for the miners. In more of that regulatory, police, any kind of news, going over to the Dream Market, DarkWeb site has been seized and shut down by the FBI. It's believed that it may actually be a honeypot now on the dark web. What a honeypot is kind of a, you could say entrapment, something there to try to catch wrongdoers or bad actors who are going to use the dark web. When you go on there to use it or to buy any kind of drugs or illegal stuff, it's actually the FBI that's running it, so you will, of course, be arrested. Which that's what they're talking about in the story, is that they think that they go over, that they arrested, the investigation took over 2 years. They've arrested 3 people are detaining him. They were sold lots of different drugs. Meth, Xanax, heroin. But they think it might be something that's similar to the F.B.I bust, which happened back 2017, I believe. It was part of Project Bayonet, which was a multi-country initiative. I know it was Canada, European Union countries, United States, and I think Singapore, or 1 or 2 countries in Asia that all took part in it. And they shut down F.B.I, and then they took it over as a honeypot, which a lot of people from there went to, what's the name of it? It was a different site, but that was actually a honeypot also. So that's what they're thinking now, is that the Dream Market, because they put up that, we're moving over to a new location, is what was up on the Dream Market, which obviously after everyone's been arrested, it's pretty obvious that it's being set up somewhere else as a honeypot. Next, this is kind of a follow-up to what I went over yesterday, just randomly. What do property investing and education have in common? 250 million people. Now, the Max Property Group signs a collaboration agreement with English Forward to reach 250 million strong user base. If you remember, I went over the English Forward yesterday, and Mitch Rankin, who wanted to bring education on the blockchain to everyone around the world because of, regardless of economic status and all that. We can look at the story from yesterday. But press release, Max Property Group, or MPG, a group of real estate professionals working to make property investing safer, cheaper, and easier, signed a collaboration agreement with the English Forward community. In the English education space is moving using blockchain technology. So now what they're wanting to do is to offer to the students, teachers, and anyone that's on this the English Forward blockchain the ability to invest in property. English Forward strives to be a resource self-improvement, both educationally and financially now. The platform boasts features such as English language, jobs abroad, and you can add high-yield investing opportunities to the list now. In a strategic partnership with Max Property Group, English Forward will be able to offer its millions of users, hundreds of millions of users, with high-quality investment opportunities within the platform. Teachers, students, and alike will be able to view and purchase investment products such as property funds using English Forward tokens through security token swaps. So just another follow-up on that other story. I think it's pretty cool. All right, next we'll go over BitcoinSV. CoinGeek is quickly gaining 51% hash power on BitcoinSV. The Bitcoin Cash or Satoshi Vision network, or BSV, is might have to face further problems. If you haven't noticed, they've had a bunch of problems lately. Data depicts a hash rate of approximately 51% during the last few days. Now, once any mining pool reaches over 51%, they can take over the network, which is not good, and is basically the point of decentralization is to not be centralized, which over 50% would be centralized. The bigger threat to the BSV came in the form of 51% hash rate. This means that more than half of the assets of the network are now under control of one miner, who can easily override the blockchain and generate fake tokens, potentially thieving enormous amounts of funding before they are caught. Now, CoinGeek does not possess the necessary 51% power for a mining right now, but it seems to be getting alarmingly close. But I'm sure you can trust CoinGeek because it is run by Craig Wright, staunch supporter and controversial Calvin Ayers. Calvin Ayers' mining pool was successful in achieving almost 43% during the last 24 hours. If you don't know who Calvin Ayers is, he's a billionaire. You can go on Twitter and just type his name in and have fun. CoinGeek has been in possession of 51% a couple of times before too in the beginning, and it had more than 50% of mining ability in November 2018 during the period when BSV hard forked for the first time. Now, to be fair, they have had more than 51% on more than one occasion, and they have never abused that fact or used it to their advantage in any way. Calvin Ayers, Craig Wright, 51%, BitcoinSV. All right. In LiteCoin news, LiteCoin may have a chance for revival in 2021. I like LiteCoin, but this story really goes over the halvening, which is coming up next year, which has always had a very positive effect on the market in general, when the market was a lot slower, especially. Back during 2012, the first halvening was scheduled. BTC was exchanged at approximately $13. However, the worth after swelled to $230 after the halvening. This historical pattern might paint a picture of what's to come. However, none of this is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. And past performance is not indicative of future events. But the previous halvening prove that the worth of Litecoin will surge and has surged before. Litecoin is being the 5th largest cryptocurrency, has a likelihood of peaking after 2021. Moreover, this is the point that I want to make with going over the story. Having episode implied that it usually takes place at the midpoint for Bitcoin. If you're looking at when Litecoin will, in Litecoin's case, the halvening occurs at the 3rd point of the pattern, not at the mid part. So it is a bit different. That is about it for today, April 30th. I hope you guys had a great April. Moving into May. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Satoshi Sean. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.